Hey everyone, it's Kai and Kelvin.
Hello.
And Greg, you can see him in the background there.
Yeah, we're doing some...
Another week of top decks, but before we do top decks, just like to show off something that got sent by Avalon Accessories. These are dice. So if you can see this carefully, well, maybe it's a bit small, but it's a nation dice. So they're pretty cool. This one was Dark States. They've got the Brandgate one. They've got like every single one, and they look nice. So go check it out. You probably saw some of the some of our Twitters. We posted pictures of them. They also have like unit ones. So this one's Ashley. So this one's like just like nice. Well, this camera's pretty bad, but yeah, just go check out our Twitters. We'll post them up there, and go check out this site as well. We'll post it in the description below. So go check them out. They sell other stuff other than dice as well, but dice is pretty cool. So yeah, it's good times. Good time. So back to top decks this week. There's a good amount of decks. I think there's some surprises. People have been waiting for us to do this one because they're like, you guys wouldn't believe this. Yeah, so starting off again with Dragon Empire. What do you think of Dragon Empire? What do you think is the most amount of... Do you still think Bastion reigns supreme? I think after a few weeks, Bastion is kind of lowered.
I think if you know how to like get around it all. Funny enough, you can play around Bastion with some of the other decks that are meant to scale out.
Yeah.
But not Verena.
Well, I think like it's interesting. This Virena deck is running only 3 Valientes and 4 Tenchisteds, which I still don't agree with. But yeah, 3 Valientes and also Trickster as a starter, which is weird. You know, I feel like cutting the Valiente seems kind of like this is like your main power card.
It's like counterproductive.
Yeah, but then he's running 4 defensive things, so maybe they're onto something that we don't know.
But it feels like if you're gonna go for the long game, the other clans are a bit better. Nations, that's right. We'll quickly go through these because yeah, again, Virena not really that different. 4 Tenchisteds, Valientes at 4, pretty standard. Is he egg startering or just Trickster startering? Do we see egg? No egg. So I can't see. It's the 4.
Oh yeah, no, it is egg starter, so pretty standard. Next, Virena is just so you guys know. By the way, we're separating again by nations, and the top decks, the VG top decks, is at the end of each nation. We featured them last. So this one's running eggs as well. Egg is pretty good. Anything crazy? I don't see anything crazy in this one, right? No. This one has 4 DSR trick stars, which is nice. I think it's pretty much established that I think egg is the correct way to go.
I think it's just more stable.
Yeah, I think you get enough tricksters, right? You get enough tricksters, so it's not that much of a big deal. And then here we've got again the egg starter trickster. Everything pretty much just similar. It's running the 10k booster, which is correct, I think.
Just more effective card without cost.
Yep. And then here we've got running fronts, so this one's full aggro, but again, still the egg. And 4 defense. I think we're seeing a lot more people running 4 defensives, which is actually pretty interesting.
Like when people run fronts, I don't actually think of aggro at the moment. I think it more as I want more 15k shields. Funnily enough, it's not.
True.
It's more defensive. It feels like.
So you could say that they're going much more defensive compared to before.
Yeah, especially going with those 4 orders, right? I mean,
yeah,
just go for maximum defense.
Okay, and then the next one we have is another Japan. Some nice quality.
Standard size sleeves, but yeah.
Tenchisteds again, crazy. They love their Tenchisteds.
Egg starter. Haven't seen. It's been all egg starters now.
And now moving on to Singapore, we've got the Misgrade King here with the VG Top Decks hashtag.
Misgrade King.
Yes.
Playing overdress. No longer Misgrade King. We'll never misgrade.
That nickname is obsolete now. Again, we see another. He's running 4 draw triggers for this one, just slightly more. It's got the split between the 10k booster, but overall a pretty standard Virena deck. And then the second pod, but Orfist. So yeah, Orfist. I think Orfist. There's quite a lot of Orfist this week, which is pretty crazy. I thought you'd think the format is figured out 4 weeks in, but
yeah, but also like
locals.
It's a new like era. You want to try different decks, right?
Yeah. And then we've got Nico from Iki. This first place was Ryan. I think it's a well-known Dragon Empire person. He came first, but then you got second place. Well, second place was Bastion. Yeah, so this was Robin. And then third place was Nico himself, running Baromagnes. Oh, we skipped him. Here you go, Baromagnes. And then fourth place we got Michael Zolga. So good job, guys, Zolga. Yeah, pretty
kind of
varied. You know, pretty varied.
Yeah, one of each.
Right? Only one Bastion as well. Surprisingly, this week we had Eugene.
What?
Right? And
It's playable.
yeah, well, it topped. This Eugene list is running Force Sunlight Punishment, which is like you kind of have to run because you need to trigger your cards. You need to retire things, trigger your cards' effects, and then wipe their boards if they got too much. Like Sunlight Punishment is the only mass retire that they really have, and they want to make their opponent's field empty. And it's like very cost inefficient, but you have no, you just have to run. It's like CB1 to retire 1.
Yep.
So if they have a full field, you have to CB5 to retire 5 or something like that, right?
And if you don't have it, well, you don't even have a deck, do you?
Oh, yeah. But I mean, like, it's just so... I actually don't like that order a lot, but you kind of just have to run it. There's like no other way.
Yeah.
But yeah, Force Sunlight Punishment in this deck, which is pretty big. Normally you don't see that many. You normally see like 2 or 3, but this guy just went all out. And I guess look, with the amount of with the card quality in Eugene at the moment, I guess you're not missing out on much, right?
Yeah, that's the thing.
You're not missing out. So and then we not only had one, we had another one. So Vision,
That's
top 4.
Infinitely more than what we've seen.
The last few weeks, yeah. So
Ever.
2 Eugenes topped, which is crazy. This guy's only running 2 Sunlight Punishments,
Okay.
which is different from the previous one that we just saw. But overall, I think the core is pretty much the same. Is it? Let me quickly take a look. Yeah, I think the MVP of this deck is probably the Triceratops getting a crit, right? Like, probably the best card released in Dragon Empire, to be honest.
And works for like anything.
Yeah, it works in every form except V Premium, Vimium. But yeah, it's just, I think it's pretty good. It's pretty good. So yeah, overall, I think it's just about the same 15 beaters. This one I think it's like a CB. I think this was a CB2 retire and Soul Charge 1.
You still have CB?
I don't know where they get the CB. I don't know where they get the CB, man. It's crazy. But yeah. So another Eugene, which is
Very surprising, but
good job, I guess. He definitely did not spend much on this deck. This is online. Okay. The other guy, he's got SP. This better be SP Eugenes, right? Because I think like 10 yen or something, right? Moving on to Bruce. Yeah. Alright, we got Bruce. This is kind of, well, I think it's a really strong deck. Not sure about what other people think. But
I think it's very strong, but there's been so many different takes on the build.
I think a lot of people rate Baromagnes higher. I don't agree, but you know, I'm a fan of Bruce.
Baromagnes is like intuitive, you know that you do your Vanguard's effect and you're good.
I guess.
Whereas Bruce, you gotta be like, play the big brain G deck.
Well, it's not really a big brain. I think like it's pretty linear. I think a lot of people, what people do wrong with Bruce is they don't pressure enough early game. They think, okay, it's a turn 4 deck, so I don't do anything until turn 4. But you've got to play down cards like Brody, you know, with trying to sell that card. You can put that early, and guess what? When he intercepts, you get 10k shield. But at least you get that pressure. But yeah, no, you should put on pressure early. You just have to play vanilla Vanguard. This is pretty much the standard Japanese build of Bruce right now. You know, you got the Colossus. Country, yep. Yeah. At least they're going for Proto Bulb, which is nice. It's a nice change. Next we've got another one. This one we've gone to. This is already in Singapore. So crazy. Vanguard. This is from Caesar's Cards, and you know they've got this one running 3 Pro. He's got Brody. That's a great start, you know, Brody. And overall, yeah, he's heavy front focused. Actually, is he? Yeah, it's heavy front 3. Is that 3 heals?
I think it's just heel front. Crazy.
No. I think there's a heal cutoff here, so it's at 4 heals. So, yeah, it's pretty cool.
Can work, yeah.
Second place, there is a Keta Sanctuary deck. This is Hexaorb, so it's not actually Bastion. I think there's an increase in Hexaorb as well, which is pretty crazy. SP
like the return of OTT.
pretty much. In third place is a Zolga. That's Stoikea.
It's got Fenrir on top right for some reason. Must really
pretty good Stoikea deck.
Yeah.
Running Fenrir. I like this order lineup. You know, I think this is 2 Ghost Chase, which is 1 less than I like, but he's running 3 of the Soul Blast 2 order that can +2. So I like that. I like that idea. And then 4th place we've got another Dragon Empire, and this one's just Virina. So nothing. No Eugene special, but he's running Trickster as the starter here. So pretty cool. Next we have another I think we've already gone foreign already. So this is from Vanguard Katnier Hobbies, and we've got a Bruce deck here. Brodies, yes. Everyone is jumping on the
good cards. Good cards.
Everyone jumping on Brody land, man. He's got a lot of draws. There's 7 draws.
Well, 8 plus over, but
I guess like
soon.
I don't actually think that's too bad because you get a draw, you can just throw it down early and make it a 10k shield.
Yeah, but your shield value, well, you got Brody.
Well, like if you're playing it like that, then you're playing aggressive, right? Which is one of the things you should be doing with Bruce, even though you're playing a very vanilla kind of aggression.
Well,
early
the good
on.
thing about draw triggers, you can drop them on the field and not feel bad.
That's what I'm
like
saying, right?
Old school Vanguard.
Second place was a Bastion deck, so we're seeing this backing in. This is kind of the
it's got a lot of like other cards.
Yeah, it's got some techs, eh? So it's got some grade 1 techs here. This is like the counter charger.
And 4 of the battle sister.
4 of the divine. It's not a battle sister. Divine sister. The restander. Yeah, that's interesting. And then third place was another Bastion. I think this one's more traditional.
Yeah.
The more traditional. No, actually, it's got rooks.
2 extra copies, but
it's not that bad, but it's not that great in my opinion. But
a bit low value, but oh well.
I hate the rooks, dude. The rooks make me feel bad, but good job, guys. Good job. Next we have is
back to Bruce then.
Bruce, yeah. This is the Bruce section. So, and this is from Card Nation, and yeah, it's 4 Brodies, even better. This is it's every week I feel like these deck lists are improving. You have 4 Brodies, 4 Protobulbs.
Still runs draws though. I thought you don't like the draws.
I think draws are okay. Draws are okay. It's, as long as you got the Brody. If you have the Brody, you have the extra shield, right?
Fine.
The extra shield. And then lastly, this is last of all the Bruce decks. We've got the Vision Tournament. With Bruce again beating all the Baromagnes.
And 3 Baromagnes in top 8. So
wow, yeah.
half of them is Dark State.
Yeah, so actually, there's like 6 Baromagnes in the whole tournament, so half of them actually topped.
It's pretty impressive.
3 Bruces in the tournament, only 1 top. 1 Eugene top. Yeah, well, and we saw that one.
6 Bastion and 2 topped. So quite close.
Bastion, very inconsistent. So, well, the Bruce deck that did top, I think we probably I think he beat every single other Dark States clan out there.
Clearly the king of Dark States.
Yeah, he's running the Spartan, Electro Spartan.
It can work.
Which is just, extra soul charge that you can pop off with, draw with Gungnir. I do think, like, it goes through your deck quite a lot. Right? Yeah, I saw some decks not running Marjorie just because it kind of digs through the deck too much. Which is debatable.
Hey, this guy's not afraid. Still plays draws.
Yeah. He's even got draws, eh? So, drawing like crazy. Next we've got is Josh. He is running Baromagnes.
Oh, spicy.
Yeah, he's running the techie, the two barrows.
Like when you see people cutting the barrow count, that's like, yep.
I mean, people say they can get 15 pretty consistently.
Well, that's pretty good for them.
Yeah. Congrats. Congrats. And then we got another Baromagnes here. I think it's the exact same deck. Is it? I think this is the exact same deck, is it not? Right? Like, yeah.
The screenshot looks very much identical.
I mean, do they just gave each other the same deck, right? So okay. If it works, it works.
Yep.
I think someone gave me the stats. It's like one guy got like
3 out of 3.
No, he I think he played 15 or so games, something like that, and then he only missed 15 like 3 times in the tournament. And then the other guy only got 15 3 times in the tournament on the first grade 3 times. So it was kind of so that smells of inconsistency, but
someone can do the maths.
People will like their barrows just however they like it, right? No judgment. Next we've got is moving on to the actual Baromagnes section now, which is it's just Baromagnes. Yeah, this is Japanese Baromagnes. I think this is not a 15. I think we can separate them between the 15ers and the 10ers, right? Yep. This is a 10er for sure. A 10er. All right, go to 10, stable 10, and then go to 15. Hopefully next turn, right? Next one, I think is this a 10er? It's playing a
3.
I think he's aiming for a 15er, right? He's
potential 15er.
Potential 15er, but he hasn't gone all the way. He's holding back. You've got to you gotta unleash yourself, right? You gotta let go of those restrictions. You already don't have a restriction in deck building. You can even go further, right? Persona Ride, who needs that? Next we have is this is a tenor. This is a tenor, right? Tenor. He's got some different. He's got a Pokemon card. And then next one here. This is. I think this one's a tenor. This one's a tenor because I think if you run 4 crawlings, you're not afraid to just sit there and spam it on your Vanguard, right? And just make a huge Vanguard column.
More tenor. So far, Japanese looks very 10.
Well, yeah, 10ish. Conservative
very
is maybe the
back.
other. Yeah, conservative, not all in, kind of. Yeah. So moving on to VG top decks here, we've got Mervin from Remote Fight, and first place was Baromagnes, of course. And this guy's a 15er. He's even got Charizard. It's Japanese Charizard though, so unfortunately, it's not worth crazy amounts of money. But
very nice layout.
Yeah,
very
good.
neat.
It's very clean, very clean. Second place we've got Angmolang. I think I recognize that name. He's playing Zolga. So yeah,
Zolga
cool.
Very nice.
No, he's got his Mantis check.
Yep.
Good job, bro.
This is a good list.
Good job, bro. No, he's got draws.
Still
But
fine.
it's
Three copies.
Okay. And then third place we've got Bastion. This is going. Oh,
Yep.
I think traditional Bastion.
Yep.
Yeah.
8 crit for
And
draw.
then did you see the new order card? It's like broken. Why even run Darkstrain?
Yeah.
This is Brian with Bastion, and then in fourth place we've got ZKKK with Dragon Empire Virena, and he's got egg. Is he egging? He's egg starter. Yeah.
Yep.
Good old standard. Very standard. Or maybe not so standard. What is this? What is this trigger layout?
No, I think he just scrambled them.
Just scrambled them. Okay, all right. So good old Virena deck. And then lastly, we've got Taiwan, right? This is Shockrock first place, but was Baromagnes, and this is a tenor.
Yeah, definitely tenor.
It's a tenor one.
I would have expected a bit more orders, but
like one crawling, three brothers soul. I mean, if I'm running a tenor deck, I don't think I want to run a Brother's Soul, right? You don't need it.
Probably, the burst.
I feel like, it's a bit too, it's a bit hybrid. It's like, we say it's a tenor deck,
but you can't really go 15 with like this.
You can just draw the orders. Or not, draw your Brother's Soul every turn.
3 out of 3. 1 each turn.
Well, this one you definitely can't. The other ones are running 4 Brother's Soul, right? So those ones you probably can.
Hard mile.
Yeah. This is first place winner. Congratulations. Did Shockrock actually win this one? He says he needs to change the 15k others for front of the Brother's Soul. Okay, so
he's going for 15s.
So he wants to push. Yeah. So good job, everyone. And then moving on, we're gonna move to the Keta boys.
For the Dark States.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna move to the Keta boys. We'll start off with Bastion, of course. Bastion's everyone's favorite. I think we've seen some evolutions in Bastion recently. People running Divine Sister. I've got a name now.
Getting 2 triggers feels bad, right?
Yeah. Imagine if you double trigger and do nothing that turn. Wow. But with the Divine Sister, you win. And if you trigger in 3, you win harder. So
it's like you either attack 4 times or 5 times.
Yeah. Cut that draw 2 out. Just run Divine Sister, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think this is the new tech. This is the new tech that people are putting in, which is interesting. They're running. I see more decks running like a variety of like 1s and 2s. I'm not sure if I agree, but I guess the 1 lets you kind of be slightly more aggressive early, right? Because you can play the 8 down on grade 1 and then bash. Just bash.
Yeah.
And then I think with this grade 1, it can pop itself and you refund itself, draw 1. So I guess
it only sort of feels bad when you draw it or when you trigger it. Only when you trigger it. But other than that, it's a good card.
Yeah. So next we have is just another Bastion here. This one, again, the grade 3 order. Is this control build? Control build of Bastion?
I mean, it's not so much control, but in terms
value?
of
value
trading
build?
resources, right, against your opponent. I can see the order being kind of useful.
Yeah, I guess. Like he's got. I mean, they're playing the grade 1s again. This one doesn't run the Divine System, but I guess you can play a bit slower because you're getting value, kind of.
Yep.
But no Dark Strength to really do big push power. But you kind of don't need it, right?
Each to just spam with Facade, right?
Yeah. Next we have another one here. This one, is this traditional?
It's kind of a hybrid.
Oh, he's got a the Divine Sister is there. He doesn't have the 1 to push, so he's just relying on the grade 3 turns, and he's got the one tech.
It's actually got more orders on the right.
So yeah, he's got the defensive order, which we haven't really seen much of, to be honest. And he's running what, 7 fronts? Wow, that's 7 fronts.
Huh?
Or is that a draw? No, it's a holo draw.
Draw, yeah. Okay, yeah, that's an archer. That's right. Toby says draw is an archer.
Okay. And then we've got a deck log Bastion. We've got the 2 orders here. But apart from that, he's got the 1s, right? So again, we see the
4
1s.
copies.
4 copies to.
Only 2 facade, bro.
2 facade is kind of interesting. I think Japan loves 4 facade.
Dude, it's like literally free resource, especially if you can swing with it twice each turn.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can just swing with the Alden.
Yeah,
it gets bigger, dude. It's getting bigger. It gets like plus 5k every attack, dude.
Yep.
So it's actually bigger, but yeah. Next we have is this one's running even more 1s, which is pretty crazy. He's running, instead of the one that kind of refunds itself, he's running the check top deck one. Just, I don't know. This one is not aggressive early because it rests itself when you play it.
Like,
if you want to use the
play
effect.
the grade 2 version, the check top deck, that is probably better. It's also an intercept, but grade 1 itself, you kind of lose value.
But well, no, I guess this helps later on because if you play it late, it has value through the rest of the game. Because if you play it later, you can check your top deck and you know if you're gonna screw it up or not, right? Or you can confirm what it is.
Yeah, but the value of like flipping you're checking your deck early game is also kind of lacking.
But you put a body on the field, so
True.
yeah, I'm not sure. Not sure about this one, but Bastion techs, right?
Bastion techs.
Bastion
very,
techs.
very minor. Okay.
Here we've got some pretty standard Bastion. This is the defensive PR that everyone is getting more of because they play locals, right?
Yep.
So you'll probably see more of this. Just
I don't know when we're gonna get them in English. That's
well, hopefully we get them soon.
Like,
Hopefully we get them on release.
Japanese PRs, English PRs.
They did commit that they are giving us the PRs. So
okay, that's very good to know.
It's a good thing to have. And then next we have is craziness.
This place also plays like 3 of the Witch.
Yeah, he's got both.
3 and 4.
Both doesn't? No, he doesn't run the order. So
right,
the Witch
0 orders.
The Witch just replaces the orders, which is craziness, right? Japan's just like 8 pot of grease all day. I mean 7 pot of grease. This guy likes the thick. All right, and then next is Yellow Submarine. We've got 3 Order Man. So this has gone to the more value build. And he's still running Dark Strain though.
I mean, you can always still play it in the front row.
Yeah,
It's not that bad. And you don't have to use it every turn.
It's a Soul Blast too.
You Soul Blast it when you cancel Blast. When you're on those games that your facade hits like a bunch, then you use it.
Okay.
Plus draw triggers, which is like, I think it's I'm a bit split between the draw trigger and the front, just from the shield value.
Yep,
but it's fine.
And then this is the last Bastion build. There's actually no foreign. Well, we saw some foreign Bastion builds, but they're not the main one. But
I think they're not as enthusiastic about Bastion as like Japan.
I don't know. The main, well, it's not out yet, so
well,
deck's not out yet, but soon next week, I think we're gonna see heaps of Bastions.
Oh yeah.
So, well, not next week. The week after, probably. Actually, it's Springfest, right?
Oh, okay. Well, spicy. Oh, not releasing any infos here.
Well, we've got this is the value build again, so
not
we've
that
seen
many
this.
pot of greed, but
well, he's still running 2, which is
it's running
pretty
the great one.
Yeah, just I mean
filter.
There it is. So it's just aggression, right? It's just aggression. So alright, that's cool. But this week, I think this week's highlight is that there is a bunch more Hexaorbs. So we saw some already, but now Hexaorb Japan is coming. So Hexaorb deck.
The trend of like BTO1.
the trend of
OTT
Cheddar Sanctuary has terrible grade 2s. Right, look at this. He has to run Rooks in this deck, dude. He has to run Rooks.
What is it? When do you use it? Oh, you just play in the front.
Just put it there. Because you're playing Cheddar Sanctuary, you naturally have to run a bunch of good grade 3s. Because look at your 3s. Your 3s are Hexaorb, which is you're playing on the Vanguard. Then ideally you have 2 facades in your front row.
Yep.
Right? Or one of them's Divine Sister, right? So naturally you have 3 grade 3s already. So now you put your Rooks down and you got a 15k boost.
Facade is literally free farm.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
So it's not much to say, but you know your threes are good. You're forced to run threes because your twos are crap, and then your ones aren't very spectacular either.
Yep.
But yeah, Hexaorb, cool stuff. Next we have is another Hexaorb deck. This one,
Very
3
similar.
Divine Sisters. Like the other choice is this grade too. I think it's like when you trigger, like when your trigger reveals a trigger, Soul Blast 1 get 5k. Extremely low value.
Soul Blast 1 5k.
Yeah, very low value. That's why I don't like it. But that's what you're stuck with when you're playing Keta Sanctuary. That's literally it.
I mean, you have the argument of like, oh, it's free because you're not gonna use your soul for anything, but
I think you do, right? You do. I think the Hexaorb was like Clown Blast 1, Soul Blast 1.
yeah, but it's only one. You have enough just from like.
If you think about it very conservatively, this sister, Divine Sister here requires a soul when you want to check top deck as well. This requires a soul. So actually a lot of things require soul. And if you don't Persona Ride or your facade stops hitting, you're not gaining soul. Not getting, just saying. But yeah, another Hexaorb deck, which is crazy. Here, another one as well, more Hexaorbs. This guy's just running Paladin, right? I was thinking like with Hexaorb, your counterblast is actually pretty good, you know?
It's just like flood grade 3s, man.
Yeah.
Flood the grade 3s.
Like your Hexaorb is like, I mean, Hexaorb doesn't use counterblast that much. Like it's not as valuable compared to Soul. So I was thinking you could just run the draw 2 order, but this guy's running Paladin instead. And then he's running Refluke. Refluke's good because he makes Soul.
Yes, but then what makes this deck more appealing than playing Bastion?
You can stack your top deck. You can play
Bastion turns your your non-triggers into triggers anyways.
Yeah, but this you can check for the over trigger. So that's fun. That's fun and exciting.
You're planning around the over trigger.
Yeah.
Very nice. Okay, let's go.
And then the last Hexaorb deck we have is this one. It's pretty much just Hexaorb.
I'm just saying pure.
There's a Divine Sister. I mean, I would say like
Looking at a grade 3 lineup, right? Come on, I mean,
Yeah.
you're already running like what 15?
I mean, I'd say like if I'm playing Hexaorb, I can run Divine Sister, right? What was her name? Let me Rapist? Whatever. Yeah. If I'm playing Hexaorb, I could run her. But now Bastion runs her as well. So.
Yeah. So like literally your grade 3 lineup is like a Bastion lineup.
Bastion runs the grade 1s as well. Bastion's literally taking everything from Hexaorb and making it like, you know,
Yep.
its own. So eventually everything becomes Bastion. Yeah, moving on to Magnolia.
So Japan really likes Magnolia, right?
Magnolia, they rate Magnolia quite high. I think it's a clunky mess, but they rate it high. But you can see, here's the text, they've already moved on to like 7 order builds.
Yeah, but I think that's out of necessity.
Well, of course.
Because the original one's just so...
Well, no, I mean, when you look at an
value.
original Magnolia deck, you're just saying, this is a clunky mess. Where are the Ghost Chasers? Where are the Monster Reborns, right? And then like, well, now they're running it, and then they're also running the grade 1 and 2 because they kind of have to. And these kind of all complement each other. So I guess this is a nice evolution of the deck. They're running less of the I don't know, the stag bear, because again, this guy, this grade 2 just free.
Free 15k.
Free. Mantis is free.
See what I'm just mentioned? Like, he's free 15k. The other one, Soul Blast 1.
Yeah. But yeah, so I guess this deck is slightly less clunky because you can run draws, more draws.
Yeah.
You can run the Zolga grade 1 and 2, which is pretty good
things as well. You can recycle things.
Yeah. So that's how you make Magnolia less clunky, which is a nice evolution of the
You
deck.
gotta reuse the good stuff.
Yeah, this is the 4th week, right? So people have finally figured out the good things, right? Next we have a guy who is just still doing the good stuff, right? This is the 1 and 2 Zolga thing.
Okay.
Pretty much similar to the previous list.
Yeah.
He's even got the right ratios.
Figured out.
Yeah, this ratio is figured out. The draws, there's 5 draws, which is kind of just normal. 4 Mantis again, smart player, very smart guy. He's done it correct, right? Next we've got another Magnolia list, and yeah, as you can see, he hasn't figured it out. The 1 and 2 is still the old build. At least he's running Ghost Chase. He's got 4 Ghost Chase.
He's almost there. He's got like the Grumble tech.
Well, he's basically got all the orders, but then he's like going, the ride deck. He's like, I like the old ride deck. What are you gonna do? Stop me playing that? So yeah, I guess if you really don't like the Zolga stuff, then just run the old ride chain. And then lastly, we got a guy that just doesn't care, right? He went, instead of just running the 1 and 2, he just went the full Zolga ride chain, and then he runs Magnolia.
That actually is kind of smart.
I think this is actually pretty interesting. This is from Taiwan as well. But yeah, this is
opening with Zolga is kind of nice, and then you just like you set up everything, and then you multi-attack later.
I can see how it works, right? Because your Zolga sets up a free field. You get big power anyway with this. It's just this basically CB1 give power. You can give it to the back row as well, the despair thing, and then your Magnolia later on can make 4 attacks.
And technically, the ride is not compulsory, right? So if you have a Magnolia in your hand, you can just like normally ride it as well.
Sure, but I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. I mean, Zolga literally just pluses like crazy.
But what if you have 2 Magnolias in hand, next turn I want it to be, Persona riding.
Well,
big brain.
Dude, you run Ghost Chase, dude. You can survive. You can survive. Come on. Yeah, no, it's you set up your field, and then actually I think this requires Zolga.
Oh.
I think it does, yeah. I think it does require Zolga. So this becomes dead later on, but early on you can if you push your opponent to 5 early on, your Magnolia's value rises significantly. Even if you don't Persona ride, because you're already still making 4 attacks, right?
Or you just Zolga to call the field first, then your Magnolia becomes.
No, that's what I'm saying. But because you're running this, right?
Yeah.
And this will help you push them because no one wants to guard that earlier. I've got 5 damage. I've got X amount of damage in my damage zone, and why would I bother wasting my hand right now and guarding on my hand?
So this actually feels like a V deck. It's like you hit big, and after that you switch Vanguards and you multi-attack.
Do 5 attacks.
It's very cool take.
It's pretty interesting. I'd say it's pretty interesting.
Yep.
So good job. Is he running 3 nulls?
Oh.
Well, you can get it back.
You
get it back.
So your deck slot is that important.
Until he gets bottom decked by Bastion.
Yep.
Bastion counters
Bottom
this.
deck. Wow.
All right, we actually see more Zolga lists this week as well. So we're moving on to
Nice.
Zolga. Last week you barely saw any Zolga, right? So at least this week, lots of Zolga. And just seeing how this deck kind of evolves, how many orders people are running now. This guy's running 2 Banters. I'm already not liking it.
It's 3.
Is it 3? Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm blind. But it's still not 4. Yeah, no, he's running the grade 2 order. It's disgusting. I hate that grade 2.
Like, won't play it. You don't even have weight.
Remember when this card was first released, everyone was like, oh, I gotta run 4. It basically solves every problem in Zolga. It basically solved nothing, right? The deck just got good. Players got good. This deck was like at 4, and you cut it down to 2, and you're like, this is still bad at 2. Let's just throw it away. And I mean, it's terrible. It's terrible. Next list.
Museum.
Next list. Good. This guy's not running that order.
3 Mantis.
3 Mantis. I can forgive that. He's running 3 of the order as well.
I thought you want to run more grade 2.
Kind of. The scary part is this order doesn't hit. Right, it just doesn't hit.
Yeah, the order. There's so much orders and there's so little units.
But you know what's scary is that if you don't have an order in your hand, that's pretty scary too, because your turn becomes garbage. So you have to find that weird balance, and that's where the inconsistency of Zolga really is.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it's a very strong deck.
It's like Mail 4 is it 50-50 or you get the 0.
Oh. Yeah. And then here is another one. This guy's late. This is like
very nice.
Very neat. Very neat. High rarity.
Yep.
Zolga deck. It's very shiny, man. Like it's just.
And it's gonna get even shinier with the new cards, right?
Yeah,
with the new
the Fest collection has like shiny triggers
in Japan. I don't know if we're gonna get them in English.
I think we are.
We are, right?
Yeah, bling bling. Are we actually gonna get them? We're gonna spend money to high rarity our decks.
Dude, it looks good.
Wow. Like life is it's not always about the looks, alright? It could be about the personality, things like that.
Yeah, but like Holo is like personality, isn't it?
Take that as you will. Yeah, but no, I like this. I think 3 is correct. I've said that every week, but 3 is correct. Like 3 is good. 4. This I like this order line. This order lineup is great.
This guy's got it sorted out in his mind.
Yeah. So good stuff. I like this build. This is pretty much the build I envision the deck to be, except maybe with 1 more Mantis.
Don't leak decks, man.
Well, am I gonna be playing this deck? I don't know. Are you gonna be playing it? Definitely not, dude.
I love Zolga. I'll move on.
No, I don't. I'll play Eugene.
You say it.
I want to go home. I want to sleep, dude.
Well, you're gonna be playing at home anyways.
Well, true. I could play at your place. I could play at your place, dude.
Go home.
Your home is now my home.
No.
My home is my home. Your home is my home.
No.
It's the Jian way, man. And then perfect order lineup. Perfect. It's good enough. Yeah, 3, 3, 4. Ah, it's fine. Ghost Chase. 2 Mantis. I mean, you've got to make the sacrifices if you're running for one of these orders, but
a bit much, but
yeah. Zolga in a nutshell. This week though, we had a crazy amount of Orfists compared to before.
Huh.
Well, not crazy amounts, but more.
Crazier than usual.
Crazier than usual. That's right. That's right.
Only 2 Mecha Godzilla. I thought it's the hard carry. Oh, maybe
Yeah.
not in this deck.
No, it is the hard carry. It is hard. This card's like super, well, not super expensive. It got expensive, but I think there's so much supply now. It doesn't really matter.
Right. That's
but
good.
it doesn't really matter, to be honest. Like, the whole deck is just revolved around
Your game
early
plan is like
aggression.
drawing your second copy of Order, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not that hard. Just mulligan for it, dude. Just draw the order. You get one for free. The
Like,
right line gives you one for
It's like,
free.
what
So-
are the chances of you breaking? It's like non-existent.
Yeah,
It's like one of those, what do you call it? High floor, low ceiling decks.
Yeah,
Very consistent.
yeah, but
Very vanilla.
I mean, it's like very rainbow. Rainbow triggers, really?
I mean, it's gotten so vanilla they needed some variety, so fine.
You wanna be aggressive early, but I think you want crits, man. You just want
Yeah, I think crits is just like way too good. Do you need draws? What do you even need?
Yeah,
draws?
the question is between you want draws or fronts, not crits or draws.
Yeah, I think
right?
crit-
or crits or fronts.
Like throughout Vanguard, it's always like 8 crit. 8 crits.
8
is like,
crit, 4 draw.
Yeah, it's like the golden like. 6,
I mean,
6
the
if
West,
you wanna
the
do-
West loves 12 crit. All right, the West loves 12 crit.
Depends on the deck.
I'm not a fan of 12 crit. I mean,
And then well, you have like some crazy people.
well, Asia was never a huge fan of 12 crit.
No,
Unless it's in
Asia
2K
likes
main.
7-5.
Was it 7-5?
7-5.
It's like the weird numbers. 9-3.
Yeah,
9-3 is a good one.
It's always like you need to do this one extra copy of Spice. Like, oh shoot, are they playing 12 copies of crits? Like, I'll let you guess.
Next Orfist deck. Oh, this one's laid quite well. Pretty good. And nothing. Yeah, it's got maxed out grade 2s here. Again, he's running 2 of the 30k orders.
Oh, okay. We're not seeing
Interesting.
Saint Snow, eh?
Huh?
Nope.
Which one?
The other grade 3.
Oh no,
Nope,
no, no,
it's
no,
just
no,
pure.
no, this is pure. I think they've gone full pure recently. I haven't really seen a mix one. Someone's gonna post that then. But I was gonna say they really cut down on this. This card is the Dramura, but this guy's
It's a
running
bit costly,
4.
right?
Yeah, it's a bit costly, and you want more of the grade 2, I think, to put more on English. But he's already on 4, so I can't complain. I can't. He's doing it correct.
Priorities.
I think he's basically got every single key card here correct. So there's nothing to say. There is literally nothing to say about
This
the deck.
is like a good stock, solid.
He somehow, how does he fit all this? He's fitting 8 orders as well. What is he cutting?
It's like his one's very lacking, isn't it?
No,
actually,
he's
that's
basically
yes.
gotten everything. Yeah, I mean, I guess there's less 2s. There's only 8 2s, but that's I guess. But then he's only running 4 3s. So what does he have the space? Oh no, well these are 2s and 3s. Yeah, my bad. So the orders are basically. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, he's somehow. This is basically the most standard Orfist deck you could ever.
If you want to make it as vanilla as you can
Yeah.
get, yeah.
I think it's better just to cut one of these 3 orders because the 3 order builds.
If you really want to make space.
But I mean, look at this SP-ness. The SP of this. I want SP of this. It actually looks nice. What do you think, Kelvin? You're a.
So this is just like my pure deduction. It's like if there's gonna be so many people going for like the higher rarity Office, the lower rarity is gonna be like super cheap.
Yeah.
I'll just get free like Office decks.
Didn't we need to sell our case to be able to make some of that money back? But at this rate, we're gonna try and get all the higher rarities ourselves. I'll let you figure that one out.
This is not wise. We don't need higher.
Actually, we need to save money for YSA. Get the whole life set.
Work harder.
I work very hard.
Work very, very, very hard.
I work very hard. And then this is the last Office. Actually, yeah, we've.
He's even got the 6.
Let me double check, but I think. Oh, he's running.
It's the same person?
Yeah, so no. It's just I was thinking, how many of these 3s have we been seeing? This one, because this one he's not running that 3, which gives him a lot more space. He's not running the 3 as well, so that gives him space to run this tech.
Yep.
And is this guy running it? I don't think. Oh no, he is. So. I think some people have been cutting that for some techs, but I guess it's back.
Needed. No, 30k is also quite nice.
Well, it attacks the whole column, which is interesting. But I guess you can run other techs instead of that. So yeah. So that's pretty much all the Orfist decks this week. They're all pretty standard now. But it seems like everyone's got a bit more money to be able to buy higher rarity versions of Orfist. So.
I think that's one of the main appeal of Orfist, right? The art.
The
art.
like
art.
Yep. And then next we're moving on to prison.
Moving into prison.
Moving into prison. Not a place you want to go. Not a place you. Stay safe, everyone. So all the prison decks now, they're just running one of the prison, which is correct.
Yeah,
like,
you don't mean.
I mean, in the days of TD, I was running 2, but that's because there's not much to run.
This guy's played running vanilla over trigger. Is that better?
I don't think it's better. I think it's just better to run the Brangate over
trigger. I think Renegade's not bad.
You double the power and crit of everything. What else is there not to like about it? Double crit. You crit over trigger. You kill from 2. Right? Pretty dumb. Right? So yeah, he's run. Okay, this guy's run a full like prison build. So sending your opponents off to prison. I don't agree with that because, I mean, in Japan, I think Stoike has played quite heavy. Like Magnolia's played quite heavy, but I think when we're moving on to the Western meta, you're gonna see a lot more Bastions, a lot more decks, a lot more people that just play around your things. So you have to run the old man, the old 15k man, to be able to at least put on pressure for your opponent. And hopefully we're gonna see that. But this guy's not running. He's running all the prison cards, which I think is too excessive. It's way too excessive.
I think against some matchups you just like absolutely brick.
Yeah. That's why you have to run 15k man. This guy right here. You don't run 3 of them, but this is 3 better than the previous guy. 15k man, very important. I personally like the Kenite Blue, like this grade 1 over this guy. They all run 4, but you know she is just straight up draw card if you have anything in prison. This one you require 3, so I don't like that. But you know this one stays in the field and every turn you can counterblast and get a thing. So that's the advantage of that. But in terms of pure draw, I like this one just better. But this guy's kind of treaded the line between being more aggressive and running still a lot of the prison stuff. And then lastly we have Singapore. This one prison deck apparently won Javier, so good job. He's got the 30k shield. I like that tech. I like the secret 30k tech, which is cool. And he's picked up on it. Four old man to bash your opponent down. So I was thinking of actually cutting this a bit more because
it's just like a bit hard to pull off, isn't it?
People know you have this card, so they're just gonna get a lot of things out of prison, and then this card becomes dead. Yeah. I do like how he's running 1 extra Kenite Blue, which is nice because it's just a nice draw, and only 2 of this. I like that kind of setup. So cool.
2-2.
Good stuff. And then there's another Stoike Magnolia played by Daryl Kwan. He's just gone pure. This is just pure Magnolia.
Ghost Chase though, so
yeah, well, nice. No, it's correct. So, but otherwise, the rest of the deck is quite pure Magnolia. So that's good. So that's all of the D this week in the main reveals. Moving on to V. All right, V.
So far, getting very solid with the deck builds. I see a lot more consistency going around.
Yeah, so let's go with V. Okay. All right, we can start off with United Sanctuary, and this one is our good old Gold Paladin deck. So good job.
Don't really like the grade 2, grade 1 choice, but oh well.
This has got Paramore. Yeah. I mean, that's just the slight. I mean, we're Clyde and whole team here. But people are still on the Paramore team, so it's up to you. But also, we recommend Clyde and Hall.
As CY.
Why?
Guy runs 8 fronts.
8 fronts? Who cares?
He's not scared of power.
You can run Kite and Hall and get even more power.
Yeah, but you run crits then.
Sure. Crits. Next we have is Royal Paladin. So instead of the MLB stuff we've been seeing recently, this guy just went pure Sanctuary. This is from VG Top Decks. This is from the Catnia Hobbies.
Doesn't even run. Wait. Oh, okay.
It doesn't even have a theme. No, this is
he just cracked it.
Just cracked it. Okay, so this is the poor man's Sank.
So we update it next week.
Next week we're gonna see the Ashleys. Yeah, remember the dice, man. The dice. It's just that picture.
Oh, yeah.
You do. And then next we have is first place was SGD, second place was Vanquisher, and third place was Lapita. So good job. And then next one we have is a Valkyrie deck. This one is another VG Top Decks one. This one is Brotherhood Games. So congratulations on. Is this top? This is a top, so I'm not sure if it's a first, but I think he came first. He went 2-1 against Astral Poet. So
this is a 16 grade 3 build.
16 grade 3 build, correct? Yeah, it's correct. That's pretty much the standard list.
Right. Not 16. I mean, for Kyrian's 5, but
no, grade 3 and higher.
Yes,
grade 3 and higher. right? The only bad thing about this deck is that he is running this Eonanasis. It's not full holo. I mean, actually, we don't have full holo, so we can't talk about it.
Yeah, I mean,
but yeah.
Well, I mean, we're always like blocked by this wall of text.
Yeah, look at this. This is giant.
Dude, it's like actually like it's even bigger than Yu-Gi-Oh text.
It's bigger than Yu-Gi-Oh. This is all Yu-Gi-Oh text right there. Next we have is Dark Zone.
Dark Zone, yeah.
Not Dark States. So we got you know, this is a pretty good. Is it good? Do you rate it, Shahalot?
We've seen this list a few times. I mean, we've seen it in Ryan Kai's video.
Yeah, but he runs the grade 1. We don't like the grade 1, right?
You're running a copy for the rideable
He's
right
not
target.
running...
It's a bit excessive.
Yeah, he's not running the grade
You're
2.
missing something. Yeah, I always thought that grade 2 is really good just to fix like your, you know, in case you miss out on Killer Tail, because it's just such an important
Well, if you run so many grade 1s and Emblem Master, that is a lot of defense. Think about it. So many 10Ks.
You're playing Protect.
Yeah, it's even better. Even better. Even more defense, dude.
V is about killing your opponent.
Well, you can kill with number of terror and you get steals, so that's good enough.
So just stall. Just
stall. Yeah. You can't. This is against Gabriel, man. Right? You can't sentinel against Gabriel.
Damage deny.
No, damage doesn't doesn't do anything. Next we have another one. And this
one, I like this build. 12 crit.
12 crit. Oh,
yep,
okay.
This is a very aggressive build. I like this one.
I think 12 crit is not as good. This is from Philippines, the remote fight tournament. So good job on Iman's Warriors coming first with this. 12 crit in this current format. I think you have to run. I think it's better to run actual nulls. Actual nulls.
Yeah, but you're already having Protect.
True, but you could run more, right? Against things like Astral Poets, right? That's I think the null is better because I think Astral Poets is kind of better now. You have Luards, right? Luards are back.
Well, I just like this deck because of its strike forwardness. Like, you know,
neat.
It's neat. 4. Yeah, exactly.
Except the one.
Like consistency, you just go for grab your number of terror with your grade 3 searcher, attack with big power, get crit, draw a bunch of cards. You know, very honest.
No, well, yeah, it's an honest. Well, really, is Dark Reveals ever honest?
Strike forward.
We got Brandgate. Oh no, it's not Brandgate. It was Stargate. That's right. I'm getting too swept up. This is Brad Black Zeal. Right, I think different fight will be proud. Even with this token Rambu.
He's ready.
He's ready.
He's ready
For premium token Rambu. Yeah, Zeal. Is this control? I think it's no. It's not really control.
No, it's just value. I think you just try to make the most out of all the depot cards that you have.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, yeah. Okay. Why not? I'll give you that.
I'll give you a possible mark.
Oh, you don't even know anything about Dimension Police. But...
No. I lost interest.
You lost interest in Dimension. Alright, now next we've got the Megalonica ones. This is the ones that everyone loves to hate.
Loves to hate.
That's correct, you know.
In the West.
There's more Lyrical Monastery coming out, guys. So Cat Girls are the new
it's not just mermaids. It's not just fishes. Like literally anything. That's an idol. It's gonna be like a mobile game, but like Lyrical Monastery.
They're definitely making a spin-off anime, dude. Yeah. I reckon they're making a spin-off anime for Lyrical.
They'd make like
100%.
3 seasons.
They could make a mobile game for that, dude.
Oh yeah, they'll put like whole life in that thing.
This is Anj, your good old Anj, Vert build. This is Mervin coming first place.
He's putting a lot of slot on the Anj. Is that 2 Anj and 1 Tirva?
I think it's 2 Anj and 1 Tirva, yeah.
Yeah, and the Pearl Sisters. I mean, you do have like 3, 4, 5 slots. So.
Well, no, you take out the Rag Cup. Yeah. That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
And then second we got Dio with Pale Moon. So, good Tosca right there. Always pointing that out. Third place we got Spencer with Dark Irregular.
2 dumps.
Hope and Dump.
And 3 drag
form variant. This is the traditional build. I still like the traditional build quite good because it's just flexible. I mean, it gets you what you need. Yep. The drag form is just great.
And you still have that win con, right? You get to like Hope and Dump and you just like win.
Yeah, Hope and Dump. You don't need to ride a Gastille. Nothing. No jokes like that. So I think
it's on Reguard, so you can fetch it with like drag form.
Yeah. So I technically think this is the superior deck. The superior build of Dark Rings. And then fourth place we've got Shadow Paladin. And yeah, not the lame build. He's running multi-attack, but Shadow Paladin is top tier deck, so just doing everything. He's got 1 of every force mark. Wow,
very nice.
Oh, you need these force markers, man. And then next we have is another Bermuda deck. This is another Prism deck. Again, best deck in the format. Not much else to say. Danamus, first place at the top deck in. Right, V Premium.
Very nice. Very clean deck list.
Easy deck Prism game, of course. It is the top deck in the one of the top decks in the format right now. And then next we have is David Beckham again. You know, familiar name.
Very consistent.
The champion was actually 984 Smurf. So you know, just I think this is was this the deck that have we seen this deck before?
I think this is the same one. Yep.
Pulse is
Yep.
Is it?
Kira.
This one's different. This one's different.
No,
Is
I
it?
think this is the same one that we saw.
Yeah,
It's
just
got
there.
the-
Yeah, there we go.
the
Okay, so
number.
this is basically the big tournament. This one's different. We haven't seen.
And this is him.
Yeah, him with
The man
his-
himself.
Didn't they confiscate his Highlander deck?
Confiscate?
I remember someone told me, "Don't worry, Kai. We've confiscated. I took back my Highlander deck, and somehow Beckham's got another one."
I mean, it's just one copy of everything. Well,
except reindeers.
Yeah, so you just
Except
have like 4 high rarity and 4 low
No,
rarity
these are
reindeers.
expensive. Remember, these are super expensive. The Laura's are super expensive.
Yeah, but you know.
Yeah. Okay. And then next is a new deck list. So fresh.
Is this something?
Wait, no, it's not even the maiden. It's just
Yeah.
Asha of the book. Asha of the book.
I've never seen so many Ashers in the deck.
It's because like Asha became dumpster fire pretty quickly when
Good
COVID
art.
started. And then and then lastly we've got Fortune. Top deck Neko cards. Neko cards. Do you remember Neko cards?
Melbourne.
Melbourne. Yes.
Okay.
Shop
Ooh, I
League
haven't been
season
there
2.
for a long time.
Yeah, we can't go. It's literally locked
Tough
down.
luck.
So yeah, he topped. Good job. He's a. It's Ange. Oh, I was expecting
Ange.
Vert. I was expecting like Vert, but it's Ange too.
Pure Ange. Okay, if you can make it work, very good.
Yeah, good job, man. Good job. He's got the support. You know, the grade 1. Does he have the grade 2? This isn't the grade 2, I don't think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good job with Ange too. Moving on to premium. Okay, we're going with well, not premium yet. So this is
V premium. It is premium.
yeah, Vmium.
Vmium.
This is I Talk to Shades. It's a very familiar name.
Yes.
So
Very
playing
familiar list.
playing Prism. Isn't he like a Coral fan? He's got Prism now.
I think
Prism.
so.
Running a lot of Nectarias. But yeah, good job.
I don't know about you, but now, I don't know if it's just me. I never get enough binds.
You're really bad at
I just
that.
CB2 and get nothing. Like, what the hell do I do?
Get good.
Yeah, I know, right?
Get good.
No.
But also the premium, one premium. So we're seeing the Coral. Well, not Coral. Riviere.
Riviere, yeah.
Yeah, Riviere is back again. Well, is it again?
This is standard Riviere. Well, plus.
With
Right.
these Riviere strides are super expensive. This is just pure Riviere.
It's almost pure Riviere, yeah.
It's just pure Riviere.
We're doing well with it. Got a nick.
Well, I mean, it's a pure ride. So.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
Kagero.
Good job. Good job. Winning standard and premium. Good job.
Good stuff, deck.
And then next we have is Aqua Force. All right, we've got Tristan.
English? Oh my god, it is English.
He came first place at the top deck cards and games. Yeah, it's just good old Aqua Force doing the pokes.
It's crazy. How long? When was Revon released again?
Like ages ago.
It's been a little while and still hard carrying the entire.
Well, I think in
Aqua Force.
premium, it's more like this, the Fort Vessel one that
Yeah,
does
yeah,
it
yeah.
because it's an on play, but you know, Revan's just kind of there.
You can ride and
If
stride.
you go first, you're just playing standard.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's cool. Next we have is a United Sanctuary. We've got this is actually from Japan.
Huh.
Actually, a Japan deck.
Premium Genesis.
This is this is just a Fenrir deck.
Yep.
But I mean,
It's like a standard plus deck almost. Well,
yeah, is it? I think it's a bit of a mess. It's just like he's running.
it feels very standard plusy to me. I
Is,
think
is it a loop or is it just no? Because he's running all this
got-
extra stuff.
one Huang. I guess you can search it, but by that stage of the game, other decks have like gone pretty far.
Like it's just basically a bit of everything. No, he's running
Yeah.
like he's running the Dreaming Dragon, so it's not a loop deck, but he's just your good old it's like an updated old Wiseman aggression kind of deck, I think. So I mean, Taro just makes it work. So
I'll
Good-
call it
good
standard
times.
plus.
standard plus. It's not really standard plus, dude. It's not really standard plus, I don't think. Yeah, good job. Next we have is just Reverse Ace, first place, undefeated at different fights. Tournament. It's Luard. I think we've seen this kind of build of Luard. This is a much more traditional build. He's running the Naoise, the old kind of loop into the Cursed Eye Raven kind of thing and popping back up. So yeah, it's good job coming first. And yeah, this is Maxime Solomon. He's the old reliable. That's right, old Dragheart Luard, very very reliable deck. And then here we've got Chris. He's got a first. Is it? He won week 1 of Top Deck in Season 2 Premium Shock Bleed. So this one's just
Minerva.
Minerva list. Just Stride, Minerva, Restander, Regalia, that's what it's called. Regalia. That's right. The standard Regalia Premium deck. Not standard, but like standards in like you're good old. You get
Regalia. Crits, you restand.
Yeah. And then what is this one? This one is another one. This is Bram the Porte. Is it Gold Paladin Premium? Right, that's been popping up quite a bit lately as well. He's running
Zazan.
Is that's Platinum, right?
Yeah.
So it's like he's not running Raven. But he's running this in Platinum with Zazan. So that's interesting. Like vanilla.
Yeah, because I mean the space is like it's a bit of an issue because you can't really play things like Percival, even if you wanted to.
Yeah. All right. And then in second place was Royal Paladins, Chris Benut. And he is. Oh, look at all these.
Okay, alright.
I'm expecting some Blaster? No, it's MLB, but no Blaster engine.
Right.
Is it?
And this is very standard. It doesn't even have
yeah.
No Zazan and
no Ashley. No Ashley.
Yep.
Alright.
No Vogel crit.
Like this deck would be super good if it had Ashley, because then you can.
This is like literally a standard deck plus a strong deck.
Yeah. So I mean, it works.
Still works out.
Works. And then I think there was third place. Did we get third place? Yeah, third place looks like a Bermuda deck. I think he's the same as before, so I think it's top before and just the same Bermuda list. I think it's like Kagero Expo with Kagero with the Riviera Superior Ride engine. So yeah, it's pretty straightforward.
It can work, yes.
And then lastly, we've got Sergio, that Gold Paladin friend from Worlds. Yeah, he's got another Gold Paladin deck. Another week, another Gold Paladin deck. So good job, Sergio. He's a Gurgit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very nice list.
Yeah, for that extra guard. And then we've got Ezel,
Farm the Axles, and Slam.
Yep. And then this is results. So he basically Valkyrian Loop, he lost. Tough beats, mate. Tough beats. And then we've got Vision. Their premium. First was a Pale Moon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Pale Moon's pretty.
Congrats for getting first place.
Nightmare Dolls first. Well, I would have thought it was Harry, but
yeah, that's.
Well, I guess with your vet, you have the Nightmare Doll kind of loop thing going on still.
So is this standard plus?
Not really. He's running Periton.
Is that an overtrigger? Yeah, that is an overtrigger.
Oh, they're running overtriggers. Wow. Okay.
Nice.
Crazy. Okay, and then next one we've got an Aqua Force deck.
Okay.
I think this is familiar. Beam up to 6, yeah.
Yeah.
The Aqua Force deck just going in again. This is the second week, I think.
Yep.
Doing work. And then third place we've got this dirty
third place.
The Hex.
Come on.
Murakumo. Nuadio.
This deck is supposed to just smash like everyone.
Very disgusting. What a disgusting list, dude.
I mean, come on. Like when they made New Era, it was.
What were they smoking when they made New Era?
It was unintended interaction.
Unintended interaction.
Like there's no way.
And then lastly, we've got an Anger Blader list from
Anger Blader. Oh
City Mini.
My god, PTSD is coming back.
Top 8 with Anger Blader in different fights, face game tournament.
No.
Anger Blader premium.
Oh no.
Literally standard, but
no.
Literally just a standard deck.
Oh no.
Yeah, just get over it, dude. Get over it, man. All right, moving on. We got some more results. The last results are from Discord. Hang on a sec.
All right.
Last results from Discord. This is.
I'm not gonna bet.
Disgusting Blade
Someone's
Master
playing casino. Someone's playing casino. I'm sorry, but not saying anything bad about your deck, but
it's disgusting.
We should unit to like.
This is Sage. He came second place at different fights premium tournament.
Second place.
Second place.
Bro.
First place was Luard, remember? Yeah.
Wait, this lost to Luard?
Oh, yeah. Probably just bricks.
Oh shit, I need to try Luard.
And then, okay, first place, Nega Cards Shop League. This is from Akimo. Yeah, that with Nectaria.
Yeah,
Oh,
3.
Nectaria. Not impressed.
Some people
Good
just
job,
never
good job.
brick, so like you don't need it.
And then the last one we have here is D. Right, Overdress. And this one is just... this one is Del Zero Standard D Online Tournament from Malaysia Ministry of Hoppies. Came second place with this Baromagnes build.
And this is a 10.
Is it a tenner? I think
like a tenner.
it looks like a tenner. It's got a bunch of weird stuff here, so it's a tenner
It's
deck.
a 10er.
Alright, so that's another week of top decks, another long one. Hopefully you guys can get some sleep. And go to Avalon Accessories. Nice dice. And
Good dices will bring you good dice rolls.
That's right.
Don't quote me on that.
Dice rolls not confirmed.
It's not guaranteed. It's
Not guaranteed.
Not guaranteed.
Yeah, so I mean we've seen a lot of evolutions of the builds, and hopefully we can see more.
Yep.
With Springfest coming up pretty soon, so
Get your decks ready. Start to write the
That's
list
right.
down.
that's right. Alright, that's it from me. How about you? All good?
Well, if you like this video, click the thumbs up down
That's
below.
right. And remember, you can submit your lists,
And if you don't
VG
like
Top
it-
Decks on Twitter, and then you can submit it on the Discord as well.
Yeah.
So, alright, that's it. See you next week. Bye.
Bye.